Alright, sorry for that brief little pause right there, but I had to split the recording. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield, and what's that? Is that a Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Soraya and the Great Deku Tree? Grumble, grumble. Alright. Well. Oh, shit. Alright. I didn't see the plants, so they like sprung out of nowhere. Honestly, I don't even know what the fuck these enemies are called. But all I know is that if you kill them, you get shit, so I would advise killing them, because killing people is fun. I'm just kidding. I didn't mean that like that. Alright. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou has returned. Clark, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Great Deku Tree, am about to tell you. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, the vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Clark, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed, and I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Alright, bro, this is hectic, man. I gotta pick yes and no. Am I smart enough? Am I good enough to do this? Yes. Psst, nigga, I got that swag, son. Then enter brave Clark, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy. Thou must aid Clark, and Clark, when Navi speaks, use up to listen well to the words of wisdom. Alright, I just want to let you guys know now, Navi is the most annoying bitch ever. Like, I wouldn't say never listen to her. Like, sometimes I guess she can say stuff that's pretty useful, but other than that, she's pretty annoying. Like, she doesn't know when to shut up. So yeah. But I guess now we're just gonna walk into this big old creepy fucking tree's mouth and get on with the game. Inside the Deku Tree. So this is the first dungeon of the game. This one is very simple. There's not really much to do in it other than, you know, collecting a couple of Skulltulas, the first few you're gonna see and all that. I'll explain what Skulltulas are when we found the first one. We actually managed to pass by an item without me explaining it. This is a Deku stick. I'll get into the mechanics of it when we actually need to use it, but I'm just gonna equip it now. It actually is pretty helpful in this dungeon, and let alone like this dungeon only, because I don't think they really ever use the mechanic more. But yeah. So anyways, these enemies are not the same ones as outside. They actually lunge at you this time. So I'm gonna just block it, let it hit itself like that. They drop Deku nuts, which I'll get into that mechanic when I actually use it. It can be kind of useful, I guess. No, I don't really use it as much. But to get Deku sticks again, when they lunge at you like that, hit them and they'll stand straight up. And then it's like, it's basically the same mechanic as fighting the old ones. Just they lunge at you and they will like hurt you. So, all right. You see, there's Navi. She's fucking saying hey, annoying as fuck, but we're just not gonna pay attention to her. All right. All right. Mainly whenever like you have to actually listen to her, she just points out obvious things. Look at this wall. The vines are growing on to give it a rough surface. Maybe you could climb it. That's pretty fucking obvious. But oh my god, alright, I don't wanna. Alright. So let's just open this. Alright, the map. is very useless until you find the compass. But mainly what the map does, when you collect it, you can see all the rooms on the in the dungeon. This is B1 is where most of the rooms are in this dungeon. Other than that, like, there's really not much to explore, as you can see. The compass basically boosts the mechanic of the map to a further extent, which is why the compass is another thing that you're gonna have to get in every dungeon regardless. But pay attention to what the action icon says. Yeah, that shit's easy as fuck. Alright, to get past this room, just Z target the guy and block the nut with your DEKU shield, shoot it back at him, and then approach him quickly. And he'll just talk to you and tell you random ass stuff like jumping off a cliff, you'll forward, you'll roll on the ground when you land, it won't get hurt from the fall. It doesn't always work though if the cliff is really high, and that's just obvious. And he says that too, but it's really obvious. So, yeah. Alright. Kobe! Ah, fuck. I should have yelled LeBron. Okay. Another big ass chest. And we got our gat. Actually, it's the fairy slingshot, but I like to call it a gat because it shoots and stuff, you know? Gat, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? This is probably going to be like the main thing you're going to use in this dungeon, honestly. This is like the main thing you're going to use in this dungeon. Like, this is the nigga. You know? You're going to use it to get out of this room by shooting that ladder over there. You can hard aim, or you can aim with Z. Aiming with Z, you need to have something to lock onto. You can't just aim with Z if you feel like it. DEKU seeds are the ammo for the slingshot. You can aim with Z and like shoot like that, but really that serves no purpose unless you have something in front of you. So yeah. All right, let go. Let go. Open this shit. All right. So now we can shoot these fucking things off the wall. These are regular Skulltulas. These are not gold Skulltulas. Gold Skulltulas have a similar image to these guys, but they're just like gold. All right. Alright, so you walk up here, you can go left or right. It really doesn't matter which one you choose. I usually go right, but that's just me. Alright, these are giant Skulltulas. I really don't know if that's their actual name, but that's what I call them, is giant Skulltulas, because that's basically what they are. You can take out the other ones here by just aiming at them from over here. They won't move. But then again, when you enter a room and you walk out, it just resets. So there's really no point in doing that. But I just wanted to point out the fact that you can do that. Alright, this room. So you know how I was telling you that I'll explain the DEKU stick mechanic when we get to that? Alright, this is when we're going to get to it. Usually whenever you walk into a room that has this, you're going to need to use a DEKU stick to light up this. So what you're going to do is you're going to equip the DEKU stick. You're going to swipe it through the fire. Are you serious? Swipe it through the fire. DEKU stick is going to catch fire, and you're going to swipe it through that thing. And then you're not going to burn your DEKU stick out by swinging your sword. And then you keep the same number of DEKU sticks and all that. In this room particularly, the purpose that serves is opening the door so you can get out after you do what you need to do in here. So first things first, instead of going to the left, you're going to jump across the two. And you're going to find this big ass chest, and we're going to get the compass. Dun 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 dun! I'm going to kill this guy because he's fucking ugly. And then kill this guy. Alright, and I'll use a DEKU nut. Basically all DEKU nuts do is they stun your enemy. For this enemy in particular, you're going to want to stun him when his back is turned, because that's the only way you can hit him. You can't hit him like up close from the front because he has a hard skull shell. So yeah, pretty simple on that. Alright, we're going to get a recovery heart. And this right here, this little creature right here, is a gold Scotula. Collecting gold Scotulas throughout the game is used for a mechanic that we're going to find in a later village. They give you prizes and stuff for turning in Scotula tokens. There are 100 that you can find throughout the whole game, but I'm going to collect a certain amount for an upgrade that I want, personally, that I find helpful in the game. So I will not be going 100% with it, but I will be collecting golden Scotulas. If you want to get 100% gold Scotulas, you could probably just Google it on, I think it's ZeldaWiki.net. They have like a whole walkthrough to this game and the golden Scotulas and all that shit. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. There are other LPers on YouTube that do that too. You can probably look them up. But I am not that guy. Really just don't have patience to go through and collect all of them. Alright, I'm going to go get the recovery heart, because I need it. So yeah, that's you can't really hit it up front like that. Just won't do shit. Oh, nice. Maybe I didn't need that recovery heart. Alright, so now that we've gone through every room that we could possibly go through on this level, you guys are probably like, well, where the fuck are we gonna go now? We went through the room on the bottom half. Not the bottom half, my bad. The second floor. Which apparently there's a chest down there that we missed. I don't know where the fuck that could be, but we did. So, what the fuck are we gonna do? Well, we passed over a spider web down there. And the way to progress through the dungeon again is by fucking jumping and ninja samuraiing your ass through the fucking spider web. The first time I ever played this game, I couldn't really figure that out, and I actually had to Google how to like get through it and all that. It took me a while to actually understand that I could do that, but now I know, and it's actually really simple. There are 2 golden Scotulas in this room. Typically, whenever you'll hear like an annoying like sound of something crawling in a circle on the wall, that'll be like hint that there's a golden Scotula around. So yeah, that's like the #1 giveaway that you're near a golden Scotula. Jing. I hate the fact that I can't like rapid fire on a golden Scotula. Alright, so we jump into that, step on the switch, it's gonna set that on fire. What does this chest have? Recovery heart, good, I needed that. Alright, boom, boom. Alright, and that's basically how to progress through this room. We need to find a way to get there. By doing that, we will go through this door. Now, this guy right here actually tells us something very, very, very helpful. So you actually do want to pay attention to what he says. Please forgive me, master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. Their order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is #1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Yeah, I think you're a big fucking traitor, bro. You just told me a secret. But yeah, you guys need to keep that in mind. 23, 1. 231. Whichever way is easier for you to remember it. It's really helpful for like the last part of the dungeon, and the reason it's really helpful is because it's mandatory. Alright, son. So this room always gave me problems because I never really was able to do it in one take. But I found that like the best timing is doing it when it's on this side, or coming through this way. That way I can run back up and catch it when it's on its way back. It's just the easiest way. Simply the best timing for me. I typically can't really do it in one run because I always seem to fuck it up one way or another. But I did do it in one time. Oh, sweet. One try. Fuck. I feel like a boss. Die. And give me yo shit. Stand next to this block and grab it. Grab a hold of it with A while pulling it. You can push it. Stand next to the block and press A while pressing. You can climb on top of it. Oh god. Holy shit. Yeah, what the action button says.